Welcome to Culture No Cap. I'm your host, Eric Spencer, along with co-host Reverend Eric Helton in the building. What's up, man?
So, man, how are you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. See my new gear?
Yeah.
Champions.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Oh, look at you being a good
All the
sport.
ridiculous words to it. Fly, Eagles, fly. Something.
You heard a lot of that last Sunday, didn't you?
Yeah, man.
You know, we got to talk about it. I know it's been a week, but we still got to talk about it, man. How'd you feel about the Super Bowl?
How you think I felt about the Super Bowl?
I mean, besides, take the bias out, man. Just how do you feel about the game itself?
It was a terrible game.
Elaborate.
One team came ready to play, the other team didn't.
So you always had your boy as the GOAT. Is he still in the GOAT conversation?
I'm not gonna let one game take him out of that conversation.
This was the biggest game, though, of his career. This could have been a three-peat.
Yeah, could have been.
And he didn't.
Nobody's ever done it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let that take him out of that conversation.
He's still a GOAT to you. He's still in the GOAT conversation.
Yeah.
Even with this L, like he couldn't even throw the ball. He looked terrible, right?
So, but he was back there with all day to throw and just couldn't throw it.
No, he had defensive pressure. He had the pressure on him now.
Yeah, exactly.
But that line, man, they've been protecting him all season. Why this game?
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Philadelphia's offensive and defensive lines are a different type of beast.
Say it again. I couldn't. Something you broke up a little bit.
Well, sorry.
You can't repeat it, huh?
Can't repeat it. Better team won.
Yeah, better team won, man. The Eagles, this year's Super Bowl champions. I predicted this a long time ago. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, but you was picking with your heart, probably.
I was not. I felt it. I really felt it with my heart. I did feel it with my heart. But that defense, though, didn't get a lot of credit that it deserved. They should have won MVP, in my opinion. What do you think? You think Jalen deserved it?
I think the quarterback's always going to get it, unless Saquon would have ran for 250 yards. Quarterback was going to get it.
Now Saquon,
they locked him up.
Yeah, he got locked up. Now he got locked up, but yeah, that defense. But yeah, man, shout out to all the Eagles fans out there.
Yeah, all four of y'all now. It was 3 last week. Y'all had a bandwagon jumper.
I hate those. I hope we don't get a lot of bandwagoners, man.
Oh, you will.
We did.
But like I said, I'm glad for you that you got the experience.
I did.
That's a once in a lifetime experience.
I did.
So I'm glad for you. I am glad for you for that.
I appreciate it, man. And a lot of people said that to me, and I was like, damn, I never heard that before. But a lot of people was like, man, I'm so happy you got to see it in person. I'm like, well, thanks. I was like, you really deserve that, man. I was like, well, damn, thanks.
I don't know if you deserve it, but
but a lot of people said that. I'm like, well, thank y'all, man. I appreciate it. It means a lot coming from you, especially.
Yeah, I mean, now that's for real.
Yeah.
I do love that you got to experience it, be there for it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was cool. Everything else about it sucked.
It was cool. I didn't send you a bunch of pictures. I sent you a couple.
You sent enough.
I sent enough. I did FaceTime you once.
Who was that with that ridiculous hat on?
So that's Gilly the King, Gilly the Kid.
That's who you took the picture with too?
That's Gilly. Yeah, that's him.
I thought them people look the same.
That's him, the same guy. He's like a big, Eagles fan from Philly. Yeah, it was a fun time, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I'm glad you got to experience it.
Yeah.
I mean, because when your team has only won it twice in history, I mean, just think, man, you was part of history. Y'all only won it twice.
There you go with the shots already. There you go with the shots. But more, people are talking about mostly. They're talking about the game, but they're also talking about Kendrick Lamar's halftime performance. What did you think?
In all honesty,
mm-hmm.
My heart wasn't in it.
What was it for you that your heart wasn't in it?
It wasn't. My heart wasn't in it because the score was 24-0 at halftime.
So it was more hate in your heart.
Yeah, that's honestly, my heart wasn't in it. I didn't really care because the score was 24-0 at halftime. And I was like, this game sucks. I don't really care what he gonna do. Yeah.
Okay. But the performance itself, taking away, your gripes about the game.
It was interesting.
Where would you rank it amongst all the Super Bowl performances you've seen?
I mean, it wasn't Michael Jackson. It wasn't Prince singing Purple Rain in the Rain.
Right.
I don't think it was Dre Day.
Mm-mm. Not to me either. I'd probably put it about maybe fifth or sixth, maybe. Because it was good. Right. Yeah. And I've never seen anybody really talk about Super Bowl unless you count Janet Jackson. A lot of people talked about that one after because of obvious reasons.
Because we missed it. And then they showed it. But
yeah. But this one, a lot of symbolism. You got Samuel L. Jackson. You got Crip walking from Serena. You got what else? The presidents and attendants. He was there. Trump was there. You got all this stuff, man.
It was definitely well thought out. Where Kendrick needed to be careful is because a lot of his stuff is well thought out.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody thinks deeply.
Yeah.
So it go past some people and they just like, that's just stupid.
Yeah. Because at the time, so at the game, I couldn't see any of that. I mean, I could see the field. I couldn't see the whole performance, like what was going on. But the reaction there was not that hype.
This ain't that good.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell all the flag and all of that stuff. And yeah.
Well, that and the music. The set list to me was it was all right, but I felt like he could have picked better songs.
Yeah.
That people maybe knew a little better. I don't know. I don't know if he could have picked songs that people knew.
I don't know that he could have picked things that for the majority, that crowd did.
Yeah, people weren't into it there. I don't know how, a lot of people weren't into it at home, but they talking about it.
There's the most watched one ever.
But fairness, it goes up every year. I did see that.
It was more. Yeah, that's you got to leave that part out.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah. It was more watched than Trump's inauguration.
The most important part, right?
Yeah, long as that's more. I mean, it was. He's got to be careful because people don't. Halftime Super Bowl, people ain't want to think that deep anyway.
A lot of people are drunk and full of food, and they don't want to think too deep. You're right.
Or they're full of anger because their team is losing 24-0.
That too. And I will say that I was happy during the performance because I felt like we were on the.
Your team was winning 24-0.
Yeah, I was happy. So he could have sang anything. He got up there and started humming. I wouldn't have cared.
He could have done try that in a small town.
Yeah, I'd have been like, yes, it's beautiful. But, they broke down his outfit, the bell bottoms he was wearing, shoes, the chain. I mean, I've never seen so many people get so deep in breaking down a halftime show. Have you?
No.
It was crazy, right?
Yeah. And I believe some things they looked for and they found that really wasn't there. But then there were others. Then there were others that were there, and they found it. Yeah, because he really ain't came out and said nothing.
That's what I was getting to. You think sometimes we not give the artist a bail, but we kind of like
we give them a little more credit.
Yeah, we give them a little bit more credit than they really deserve.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I'm glad y'all think I said that."
That's cool. Deep. That's deeper than I thought it was. Cool.
I didn't realize I was that deep. Yeah, you ain't, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, I will give him credit though. He was rapping without the voiceovers. He was really rapping the whole. That's like breath control, like crazy.
Yeah, that's what. When I asked my son, I like, well, what did you think about it? That's all he kept saying, breath control. breath.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like they don't do that. Like even those singers, Usher, he had music playing because he was dancing. Kendrick was dancing too, rapping.
It was something.
Yeah, I give him to him. I give him credit for it, man. I don't think it was as deep as some people want to go. I mean, I do think there was some symbolism there.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely symbolism there, and he was pointing towards a lot of it. Because why would you even have Sam as Uncle Sam, and Uncle Sam telling him about being ignorant, and
Yeah, he was saying like, "Hey, we can do what we want to do. We can perform these songs, that aren't the norm at the Super Bowl. People might not even know, but we being us, free to be us.
We would do your favorite song, but you know how they like to sue.
Yeah, he threw that shot. Say Drake. So let's get to that a little bit. So we know he won 5. Is it 5 or more? 5 Grammys for that song. But I was thinking, do you think, I'm a Kendrick fan, do you think that this song is Kendrick's Monsters Ball? Do you think this is Kendrick's Training Day? And you know where I'm going with that.
Yeah, the one that the white folk loved.
Mm-hmm.
Halle had to show him. Denzel had to be it for them to say, "Hey, you got our sign of approval."
Right.
Well, in our conversations, we look at it as he put down another black man, and that elevated him in white eyes.
Right.
So it very well could be. Now, I know there's the discussion of some that he's not black. Right. That Drake's not black.
Sure.
I'll choose to stay out of that conversation.
We can talk about it later, but go ahead.
So it very well may be that because he put down another black man, certain sections of white folk was like, yeah, A minor.
Right. This is his biggest hit. Right. But we feel like he's won a Pulitzer Prize. He's had other songs that were way better and deeper.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's his greatest song ever.
But it sold the most.
It sold the most.
It sold the most. Like I said,
it's most popular.
It's most popular. Just like Denzel. We know Denzel best work is Malcolm X in the black community.
Yeah, we don't put Training Day up there real high.
We don't.
That's the one he won the award. And Halle, Monsters Ball, really?
One of the most. It was a terrible movie.
Yeah, really? But that's what she got it for?
That's what she won for. So that's why I say this. Like, this is not his best song ever, but it's getting the most.
It's his most popular.
Most popular because he's going after somebody. It's a diss song. It's catchy. Don't get me wrong. If you get that song in your head, it's gonna be in your head all day. Trust me.
It really is. So
yeah. So, but yeah, he did his thing. I can't take that away. He's having a moment, but when does it end? Do you think
how does he handle the moment? Yeah, does he use this moment to keep jabbing at Drake? Or does he use the moment as he's spoken of elevating hip hop?
What do you think?
He's a different type of dude. He may move to something to try to elevate hip hop. Here's the thing: will people receive it? Yeah, it's kind of like Tyler Perry, and we know Tyler Perry movies. Tyler Perry said he was going to move away from Medea. And he was doing stuff. And then Medea came back. Because he was like, this stuff ain't working. So let's do Medea again. So does Kendrick try something? And it's not received by the masses? And then go back to, well, let's diss Drake.
Wouldn't that be corny though? At this point, if he went back and started dissing Drake,
At a certain point, these fellas don't care. I hope to think he's not going to be one of those.
I wouldn't think he just so much. He's like a creator.
Did you see Snoop becoming this guy?
I did not. But Snoop has always been about money. He's never been political. Kendrick has been political in a way with his lyrics. Snoop has always been Snoop.
FDT. FDT.
That was a moment in time. One song.
It was a political moment, though.
One moment, but it just didn't. We don't know him for that. We don't know him for that. We do know Kendrick. We gonna be all right. That was like an anthem.
Yeah.
Political anthem in 2020, especially. And he didn't do that song, which I was like kind of disappointed. I was like, God, I don't know.
Yeah, that would have been the perfect time to do it.
Oh man, it would have been great, but he didn't. And I would hope that he wouldn't go to this. Like, it won't be his stick now is to be dissing everybody, coming after everybody.
He may be like, I'm just gonna show him the best battle rapper in the world.
He mentioned battle rap. That was his thing. So I don't know. He might. But is that where we want hip hop to go?
After poor Drake, I don't know who's gonna battle him.
I don't know who. Yeah, because he was at the top. Drake was at the top.
Yeah, and you better hope you don't have any kind of potential skeleton, because he gonna call it out.
Yeah, and then you mentioned earlier about, I got to bring it back up, about Drake, and people were talking to it. They're not saying he's not black because of his biracial identity. They're saying he's not black because he's from Canada and he is not necessarily part of the culture, is what they're saying, which I disagree, because I think he is part of the culture. What about you?
I think he's part of the culture.
He's been a part of the culture, right?
Yeah. I mean, when he was last name ever, first name greatest, like a sprained ankle, boy, he wasn't nothing to play with.
He was part of the culture.
Yeah, when nobody saying he wasn't black then.
Yeah, he's kind of like one of those things that was cool until it wasn't. Now it's like, I can't believe I used to do that. I can't believe I used to wear those.
Yeah, like, Vanilla Ice. Ice Baby. And then we found out he was really Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Like, man, that's a stupid song. Y'all was just dancing to it. Oh, now you see who did it.
That's exactly what it was. That's a great example. I remember that time. Everybody was dancing to Ice Baby. It's like, wait a minute, he made it? Nah.
That's a stupid song. Well, you were stupid to be dancing to it. What was the problem?
Yeah. So Drake also dropped an album this past Friday. It's a Party Next Door album, collaborative effort, and it's love songs for the most part. He's singing again, and I think it's strategic. I think it's smart for him to go that route. Don't try to come out rapping again. Why are you shaking your head, man? Why? I know you don't like singing Drake.
I can't stand singing Drake.
I know you don't like singing Drake, but a lot of people love singing Drake. Right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do, clearly.
So just go back to what you know, Drake. Be the certified lover boy, sing and rap sometimes. He is rapping a little bit.
You better not call himself certified lover boy, though.
Why?
Turn right back around and hit him. He's gonna be reminded of not like us.
Yeah. God, that's gonna haunt him forever, man. Well, okay. I think I asked you this before, but I'm still curious. So if you were Drake's agent, what would you say to him? Like, what would be your advice for a comeback to get over this?
I'm 54 years old. Drake ain't.
Nah, he gotta be 35, maybe. 30,
like, Drake, let's go fishing. You done made enough.
Go fishing. That's got to be the oldest advice I've ever heard.
I mean, hey, look, man, you done made enough. You got generational wealth. Go write you a book or something.
You saying go away? Just put the mic down.
Yeah,
that's your advice. Put the mic down. I would at least say go act. Go to acting.
Oh, I thought you said go at. Don't go at anybody.
No, don't go at anybody. Go act.
Oh, okay, yeah, I mean, you can do that, or you can go fishing.
Get your Denzel on.
Yeah, you can do that. Or don't do wheelchair Jimmy.
Oh no, you can't go back to that old character. You got to be a gangster. He got to be a gangster in whatever movie.
Yeah, he'd have to have He'd have to have a real training day moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that people would believe
it. Nah, somebody's face.
I'd be like, well, that shows you how good an actor I am. I can do this.
Yeah, he got to show depth. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, performance, I give it out of 10. I give it about a 7. What about you?
I can't grade it.
You didn't watch it all the way through?
I literally was too angry.
Oh, so you didn't rewatch it?
Nah, I didn't have time.
Okay.
I've been sick.
Yeah, you have been sick. Rewatch it and you kind of get a better. The rewatch was way better. I watched it a couple times. I'm like, yeah, this is a lot better than they give him credit for. The choreography, the flag, the body shaped into a flag. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I was too angry to enjoy.
Yeah. Well, speaking of angry, your president.
What this jackass done said now?
Glad you asked. I'm play it.
President Trump is facing new backlash today for suggesting that he can't be accused of breaking the law if he's working to save the country. Hours after posting that message, Trump's former Vice President, Mike Pence, shared a link to an article he wrote in 2010 about the importance of adhering to the Constitution. Democratic Senator Adam Schiff said, quote, spoken like a true dictator.
Yeah, he said, hey, I can't be, charged for anything. I'm trying to save the country.
And you got people who are like, yeah, I'm telling you, if they don't check this guy.
Sounds like a dictator. But does he care at this point? He sounds like he doesn't care.
He don't care. He don't care. Only thing he gets mad at is when people say President Elon.
But we are seeing a lot more of Elon.
And his little bad kid.
And little X. Little X with the chain.
That little boy bad.
He's a bad boy.
That's a future Trump.
Yeah. So he looks at Trump. I did keep. You said he told Trump to get up or shut your mouth or something. What is it? Shut up.
I don't want to say shh.
Just be quiet.
Shush your mouth.
You're not the real president or something.
Yeah. Now where does little kid get this from?
Oh, he done heard that. He done heard his daddy talk.
That's it. Man. That little boy, and all y'all who look at that little boy and say he's bad because he is bad. That's how Trump's end up being in office. Because that's that same type of kid that y'all voted for. This little bad kid that ain't respecting anything, talking back to adults, sitting on his daddy's head while his daddy's giving a speech. Who can take that seriously?
Yeah.
All the stuff that you want to tell a kid, sit down and shut up and listen, and they don't do it. That's him, and that's who's sitting in the White House.
Yeah. But a lot of people are, even on the right, are getting kind of fed up with Elon being the face in the White House. Like, they didn't vote for Elon. They didn't vote for him.
Elon, but see, Elon's like, I got enough money. I'll just, when your time come up, I'll pay for somebody else to get elected.
Yeah, but will his time come up? That's the controversy for a dictator, right?
Yeah, I mean, really. We in trouble.
Yeah, it didn't look good. And then on top of that, he's firing people.
Yeah.
Firing people.
He's giving him free reign to do it.
Oh, man. So we play this clip. So this is what's going on with the FBI.
Currently, there is an effort to call a significant number of career special agents from the Federal Bureau of Investigations. This is an unthinkable action that will gravely undermine the security of the nation. And these two, about the uncertainty of what happens now. Quote, I am now sitting in my home, listening to my children play and laugh in the backyard, oblivious to the prospect that their father may be fired in a few days, fired for conducting a legally authorized investigation, fired for doing the job he was hired to do.
Yeah, that's an actual letter from one of the FBI employees, because he's going after them for investigating, doing their job, investigating January 6th. Come on.
But see, Trump got no problem with that. You know, because how could those people break the law? They were trying to protect the country.
Good one.
You think about this foolishness.
That's all it was. That's all it is foolishness.
Man.
So, yeah. He's firing people in the FBI, pretty much claiming to be a dictator. He's going to do what he wants. The Constitution doesn't mean anything to him.
And somehow they still support him.
I think it's by the end, at the end of these 4, I think they're going to turn on him. At least half the country. We'll turn on him.
How are we in now?
Oh, we only in the 1 month?
Yeah.
Almost.
It ain't a month yet.
Not even a month yet. It'll be a month.
So you telling me we got another 3 years and 11 months for things to change?
Just trust the process, man.
Man, the Sixers didn't never win no championships. Trust in the process.
I'm just saying, man, there's no way that people are going to stand for this, because this is bureaucracy. This is what's going on with all these rich people surrounding him. Yes, men.
Yeah.
Elon Musk. They didn't sign up for this. They didn't even sign up for this. I don't care who you are. Y'all didn't sign up for this.
Sure they did. They did. They did.
They did, but they did. They can't be okay with this. There's no way.
But they won't admit that they're not okay with it.
Because they were so against government control.
They were so busy wanting to get immigrants out.
Yeah. There you go. And take away rights from minorities, period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the women didn't realize they was part of the minorities. But there you go. Whatever works for you, babe.
Well, with that being said, you have Nazis who decided to protest in Ohio. That didn't go so well for them.
Yeah. This is a different type of Negro, buddy.
Yeah, the neighborhood actually stood up for themselves, and I can't blame them. Like, they're not going to put up with that.
Had the police scared. Y'all don't need to get so upset. Y'all don't need to get so upset.
Yeah, the police, they're actually under investigation for this because they didn't act responsibly. They didn't protect these citizens. They were scared, like you said.
Man.
And we all protest. Freedom of speech is a real good thing.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you got freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom from repercussions of your speech.
Nah, you don't, and they saw that real quick.
Wait a minute,
like, nah, y'all not gonna come up in here because this was a black neighborhood.
Yeah, they're like, no, you don't pick the wrong neighborhood. See, they thinking, boy, when I watched them videos in black and white. We just went into their neighborhoods and did whatever. Them was black and white videos. This is different. We don't think the same.
Nah, it's a different time, man. And they gonna find out real quick, man. They keep running these neighborhoods.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it ain't gonna end well.
Nah. We ain't that passive, non-violent.
Yeah. Maybe if y'all wanted to stay that way, y'all shouldn't have killed King.
Right. I think by a later point, I don't think he was even before that. Non-violence.
No way.
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, there's no way. There's no way he could keep watching it. Like
No.
And not say you can't.
There's no way. Yeah, and these Nazis, and they're popping up everywhere, trying to intimidate is their goal. But
Different
again,
time.
yeah, it's a different time, but they feel confident and emboldened to do this stuff because of who's in the White House.
That's right. That's
the
right.
reason.
But see, they've reached a point of stupidity, because it's one thing for them to feel emboldened in their neighborhood. It's another thing for them to decide we're gonna come to your neighborhood. Okay.
Yeah, it might be different results. That's for sure.
Yeah,
But,
that's it's something the preacher said today. Now, you might run me to my home, but you ain't gonna run me from my home. Go ahead. You can act the fool up the street all you want to.
It's different.
You come in the neighborhood and see what happens.
It's different, and exactly. You got to think about what Black people had to do to get these homes and build these neighborhoods. All they had to go through, they're gonna protect it.
They're gonna protect their home. That's right.
That's the thing they forget about. Like, we're very protective of what's ours because we had to work so hard to get it.
Yeah, so they got real brave. They got real brave and didn't realize, hey, wait a minute, we can only do this at our house.
Yeah.
We can't go in their neighborhood act like this, because we might walk in and limp back.
Yeah, they stood up, man. And that police force, man, they should definitely be held accountable for that.
Absolutely.
You can't be scared. Protect and serve, right?
That's what you signed up for.
Yeah. So we talked about the symbolism when it came to the flag with the Kendrick Lamar performance. But where do you think, and how do you think Black people look and view the American flag itself? How do you think?
I really think that the flag was just a symbol to us. I don't think we looked at it with disdain until Trump said we do.
You mean with Kaepernick?
Yeah. I really don't think. I don't think we thought much about it.
Oh, neither.
Until Trump said we were disrespecting the flag. Because he didn't want to ask questions or look at a deep dive to why Cap was doing what he was doing. Now, after he said that, and all these people listened to it, and now they do stand for the flag and kneel at the cross.
Yeah.
We ain't think nothing about that darn flag.
We didn't. And that's the thing about it. Like, I don't think we had a disdain for the flag at all, ever.
Ever, no.
But when you bring it up and try to use it to weaponize our movement and what we want to do, what we believe in, and that's the problem.
That's an issue. That right there is an issue. Yeah.
Fit on that flag. That's what we feel like.
Yeah, pretty much. We didn't care about the flag.
No.
And it's, we were indifferent. It wasn't like we despised the flag or just the flag. If you drop it, you're supposed to burn it. I mean, that's all.
Yeah, we didn't really feel like that. But now it's like when people try to bring it to weaponize and try to.
Yeah. So, because now, if you're like me, when you see a flag flying, you think that's an old Trump supporter. Because they are only patriots.
Yeah.
Because they've taken that word, the way woke is supposed to be, how they took it and have turned it into some negative. Trump has taken the word patriot and in many of our eyes turned it into woke. Yeah. Something negative that is not patriot is not supposed to be negative, but that's the way we view it now. When he mentioned patriots.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll play this clip. This is Fannie Lou Hammond.
Flag is drinks with our blood. Because you see, so many of our ancestors was killed because we have never accepted slavery. We had to live on it, but we've never wanted it. So we know that this flag is drenched with our blood. So what the young people are saying now, give us a chance to be young men, respected as a man. As we know, this country was built on the black backs of black people across this country. And if we don't have it, you ain't gonna have it either, because we gonna tear it up. That's what they saying. And people ought to understand that.
Yeah. And it's true.
I can't see nothing wrong with what she said.
Not at all. And that was not this year.
Yeah, that's a lot of years ago.
Right. But that's how people are feeling. They like, you know what? We built this country. Like I said, on the backs of black people and Native Americans.
And still mistreated. Yeah. So don't think of us as bitter when we've been through some stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff, man. And to try to erase the history, which we've talked about before, like you want to erase that. You want to forget this stuff ever happened.
But you want to forget it happened, but you want to take advantage of what's here because of what you did.
Mm-hmm.
But don't worry about how it got here.
No, let's get rid of your woke holidays and let's get rid of, the woke people you celebrate. Let's get rid of all of that.
So so are we now going to admit that Trump supporters are either billionaires or bigots? Some of them are billionaire bigots.
I said it less billionaires.
I mean, if you wondering which type of Trump supporter you are, check your bank account.
Yeah. There's quite a few hundredaires and thousandaires. For sure. Right. Yeah. And that's where it's come to. Like, if you believe in this guy, you gotta be somewhere in that.
You got to.
Somewhere in there.
Hate for you to find out this way. But it's best that you find out. You a bigot.
Yeah. Or you at least support it. You at least support bigotry.
Yeah. It's definitely not a deal breaker.
Not a deal breaker at all.
Yeah, I mentioned at church last week about us appreciating Black History Month. Because I was like, this may be the last one. If certain people had their way, this would be the last one we have. So I'm talking. I got this lady at church looking me dead in my eye.
What, trying to stop you from saying that?
Yeah. Because I know there's a lady in my church who voted for Trump.
Okay.
I think she voted for Trump because that's a family thing for her.
Right.
That's what her family does. But she the only one in her family to come to our church.
Mm-hmm.
Because she don't look like us.
Right.
So she's like, you can't say that. So why not? I'm just telling the truth. She said that Rev, at some point, you're going to get to tell her this is what you voted for. That's what I'm telling her now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean to hurt your feelings.
Yeah. And there are some traditional Republicans that just vote Republican no matter what. You have those.
Yeah. For them, bigotry isn't a deal breaker.
It's still not a deal breaker, but you do have those. You have that segment that votes for only Republicans. So, yeah. So with that being said, you said yourself this could be the end of our holidays and all this stuff. Is it time? And is it time to get rid of some of our bad habits? And some of the things that we do that are detrimental to us could be looked at that way. Like,
it's past time for that.
Well, should we finally Hold on. Should we finally abolish the N-word? I know that's your word, but should we get rid of it? You hear me? Come on.
I mean, there's other stuff we do other than the N-word that's worse than, stuff we do that's worse than the N-word.
I know, but this is very simple. This is a good start for us to stop using a word that's used to degrade our people. Is it time to just get rid of that though? Is it time to, because there's nothing good. You call somebody the N-word. It's not saying, hey, that's a good black man, that's a king, that's a soldier, that's a good brother. That's saying you N-word.
Sometimes you can be referring to somebody in that way.
But what's the history of the word though? Just taking the history and the connotation of this word, what it really means, the stem, the beginning of this word, we know it's something that's used to degrade us, right?
Correct.
Is it time to get rid of it? Is it time to stop as black people? Is it time?
I refuse to confirm or deny. I'm not going to be a hypocrite up on this piece.
I know it's your word. That's why I was like, I'm gonna bring this up because this has been brought up to me a few times. I've seen it posted. It was a thing they wanted to bury it. You remember they wanted to bury the N-word?
Yeah.
But this has come up again. It's like, we're in a different time. We're in a time where we're trying to work on ourselves. We're trying to get businesses. We're trying to do all these things in spite of who's in the White House. And this is one of the things brought up, like, we got to stop. We got to start looking at ourselves as more than this.
I really think we do look at ourselves as more than just that.
Some do. But there are some people that use this. We hear it in rap lyrics in particular. Like, it's just like it's slowing not slowing our process, but it's used by a segment of people who don't want to progress.
But here's the thing: whether you use that word or not, that segment of people not gonna want to progress anyway.
Right, that's true. But when you have people,
so you could use the word petunia.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll still take that and stop themselves from moving forward.
Right.
So I don't want to give the word all that much power where that's what's stopping us from being where we want to be.
Yeah, and I don't think that's the only thing. Don't get me wrong. It's just a word. We can say it's just a word, but I'm just saying the origin of this word and what it means and what. Is that how we view ourselves? We use it so much. Like, I feel like that's really how some of us view each other.
So, do you view yourself that way?
I don't. But see, we're smart. We're mature, old enough to know. Go ahead.
Oh, we're smart ones.
We're the smart ones.
See, that ain't a good look either.
It's not, but you know what I mean. We're older. We've experienced life. We know, but these kids coming up, they don't. They just use it like whatever.
But is that the kids' fault?
It's the parents. Us. We're parents.
So my kids know I use it.
Right.
But they know what I mean when I use it. And they know that it's not used to glorify anything.
But you do love this word. You defend.
I'm not gonna say that I love this word, but I do use it. And you know why? And I might have told you this before. You know why there's such an affinity for that word in a lot of our young black household? What a lot of us growing up is because it was the first curse word that we could say and not get in trouble.
I guess I could agree with that one.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't run through the house and say sugar, honey, iced tea.
Right.
There'd be something flying at my head. But I might slip. I watched Sanford and Son, and Fred just said, "This nigga's crazy." Mom and Daddy laughing.
Right.
I can say that.
Yeah.
And you grew up.
But has it run its course though? Has it run its course?
Is Sanford and Son still funny?
It is. It is. And it still rhymes with a lot of words in rap. Mainly trigger.
Yeah. But see, yeah, you probably don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just we've got the word is a word. The problem is we don't have respect for ourselves anyway.
Mm.
I think you can get rid of that word you want to. That's not gonna make people be more respectful of themselves.
Mm. I guess it's holding each other accountable, I guess.
And here's the thing. We as black people, let us stop using it. That don't mean it ain't gonna stop being used.
Yeah, and that's always an argument that's brought up by that side is like, well, why do y'all say it to each other? Which is a stupid, I hate that.
Yeah. The thing is, why do you want to say it so bad?
Right.
You can say it, I can't. Why you want to say it so bad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a controversy. It's always been a thing in our black community. But if you think about it, Dr. King, for instance, I'm sure if he knew the way we use this word, the way we call each other this word, I'm pretty sure he would not want us to use it like that.
I wasn't there. I bet you he used it at home.
Oh, he probably did.
Yeah.
But it was always amongst us.
Who do you say it amongst?
It's always amongst us.
Yeah. So what's the problem?
Oh, they don't do that anymore, though. That's what you don't realize. It's not just amongst us.
Well, see, that's the problem. Don't blame it on the word. Blame it on the people. Well,
these people feel like they can say they say the word. They can say it in front of whomever. They don't care who they say it in front of. It don't matter the crowd. They say it in music. Say it on TV. On podcast. It's all over the place.
Well, when we was growing up, NWA said it. They're the first ones on music anyway that really just
the
motherfuckers didn't say it still.
They didn't, but then they started.
Yeah, because they're like, oh no.
But then they started saying it too.
And a lot of that goes back to, like you said, the each generation having it a little easier.
True.
So now I don't mind Earl saying it. I say it.
Yeah, they say it to each other. Yeah, black kids saying it or white kids saying it to black kids. Who would have thought?
Yeah, and they say it and don't get beat up.
Right, because again, this word doesn't hold the same weight, I guess, to them. It doesn't mean the same to them. It's kind of lost.
With that being said, why even
get rid of it?
Abolish it, because it don't matter.
Well, I guess because it's like kind of like erasing history, because we know the history behind this word, and we need to probably teach these kids that, you know what this means, right? You know, him saying this to you, your grandmother was called that back in
back when they was raping them.
Right, exactly. You know this history, right? They don't know that. They take things for granted, like you said.
Well, yeah, but it's just like all the time you tell folk about sagging and sagging and sagging. That stop them.
That did not stop them.
They don't care. If it doesn't have a direct effect to them, okay.
They don't care. Yeah.
So my vote is no.
Oh, I already knew your vote. I knew your vote before I even asked the question.
I was like, man, he really trying to push my buttons today. He already got on that ugly Philly stuff. He trying to take me there today.
Hey, man, I had to ask because it is getting to a point where we are becoming more of a political society. We just are. Even if you're not in the politics, you're listening, you're watching the news.
You can't avoid it.
You can't avoid it. So, but one thing I do want to ask you, it was brought up, is about it not mattering who is in the White House. It shouldn't matter. As Black people, as a people, we should be so, I guess, prosperous and productive in our own communities. It might not even matter. This is what was said. This is from Pharrell Williams, actually.
Not a politician, but I think we should all be prepared for just getting our business in order. I think we should be galvanizing. We should be sharing the codes amongst each other, and we should be supporting each other's businesses. Yeah. And that way, it doesn't matter who's in office. We'll have our own buildings. Expand the ecosystem.
Expand the ecosystem.
Sounds
you hear
good.
that? Yeah, it sounds good, but is that where we are?
Nope, we're not. And then, he said, we're supporting one another's business, we're supporting this and that. You got a guy in the White House who'll find ways to take money from businesses that are diverse.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to support what's not there. So it does matter who's in the White House. It would really be great if we had such a support system of one another.
Mm-hmm.
But what percentage of the population are we?
Yeah, we're a small percentage. What, 13?
Right. So and then you're going to have some areas that are much more densely populated with us. It's a lot harder for me to find all Black businesses to support where I am than it is the brother in New York City.
I don't know about that, man. The way the internet works now, I don't know. I think we could do it if we wanted to. If we really wanted to, and we really want to dig, we're talking to a people that came up out of chains.
Came up out of the mud.
The mud. That's what I was saying. I was like, man, it's just hard for me to believe.
That's true. That's true. And when it comes to that, convenience.
It's all about convenience and discipline to be able to do that stuff. And I don't think we're there. Like you said, we're not there yet, but he has some good points. Like, we can be there where it doesn't matter who's in the White House, because as we see now, we're to the point where we can't really control it like we want to.
Yeah.
We just can't.
And this one is trying to take away everything he can.
He's trying to take away, and we're going to have to figure out a way. We got to figure out a way around the system to make things better.
I mean, that's what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. That's what he's doing. He's worked around the system his whole life.
Yeah.
I told you. Kind of sad to even think about, right? We're going to have to try to.
It's real depressing.
Sorry.
Because his whole life he's been like this. And then you see little X.
That's the future.
This is your future. This is the future. Wait a minute. Was he born in the United States?
Yeah, I'm sure he was. I'm sure he was.
So he's a naturalized citizen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you see your future president.
Little X.
30 years from now, Little X gonna be president, because that's the type of people we like now. You heard it here first.
I wish you didn't. I hope it's not true. Hope it's not true. Man.
Like Martin, I might not be here to see it with you, but mark my words.
Little X for president. That's
Yep.
Little X. That's his real name. X.
I don't know.
Wow. Okay. Well, on a positive note, man, it's Black History Month.
Oh, is it?
It is. It's still Black History Month.
We still got it. Okay.
We still got it right now. This year, we still got Black History Month. And in Black History Month, I have a Black History fact for you. You probably didn't know.
The DAP is no exception. So, Folk Life magazine had an article called 5 on the Black Hand Side, Origins and Evolutions of the DAP by Lamont Hamilton. Now, the DAP originated in the 60s among Black soldiers in the Vietnam War.
Wow.
Yes, it did. The Black Power movement was growing, There was racial unrest in cities. Young African Americans were being sent into combat, and the DAP was about unity and survival. There were cases of Black soldiers reportedly being shot by white soldiers during combat. And so it was a physical act of solidarity, like, hey, bro, I see you, you see me, watch my back out there.
Right.
It was used to convey their commitment to looking after one another.
Wow.
And it's an acronym for dignity and pride.
Wow.
So the DAP was even banned in the military because folks thought it was a code for doing a Black power sign.
Wow.
Yeah, the DAP. The DAP was actually in Black History Fact. Yeah, the DAP was started in Vietnam for the soldiers. Kind of recognize each other, look out for each other.
Wow. You know, a brother invented the potato chip?
I did not.
Yeah, man.
See?
Found that out the other week at church.
See? We did a lot of things, man.
Yeah, y'all can't stand us quitting potato chips. So
that's what you guys stand. That's what they're gonna do. Hey, stop eating potato chips.
Yeah, stop eating potato chips. There's some of y'all like me that can't stop.
Hey, I'm guilty, man. That's my love some chips, bro. It's my guilty pleasure. In fact, every time you call me,
yep,
you hear me crunching, man. What you eat?
Chips. Start calling you Ricky Baker.
Who?
Ricky Baker.
Who's Ricky Baker?
Boys in the Hood.
Oh, Ricky Baker. Oh, he was always eating in that movie.
Yep.
I didn't realize it till after the fact. Always eating.
Yeah.
Always eating. Yeah, the DAP, man. When you DAP somebody, there's a history behind that DAP. You're not just dapping. You dapping.
I didn't know. I knew about James Go St. Patrick, but I didn't know.
You didn't know about the DAP.
I didn't know about the DAP.
DAP, yeah, dap it up. It's Black History Month, man. That's where we are. We only got a week left.
Yep.
Or 2 weeks.
Maybe ever.
Maybe ever. We're gonna keep going, man. We're gonna keep celebrating. And it's All-Star weekend. Have you caught any of the All-Star festivities?
I watched the dunk contest.
White guy won McGlunk.
That white boy is gonna save the dunk contest.
He is. Jumped over a car, didn't he?
Yep. Then he jumped over a dude. He jumped over one dude who was on a ladder holding the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he didn't jump over him. There's another dude on a hoverboard spinning. So he jumps over the guy on the hoverboard, takes the ball from him, takes the other ball from the guy on the ladder, and dunks them both at the same time. That white boy gonna save the dunk contest.
He might.
He got a three-peat.
Yeah, I'm about to say this is his third time winning.
Yeah, he got a three-peat.
Yeah, so yeah, he won.
Excuse me. McClung is gonna save the dunk contest.
There you go. Yeah,
I quit calling him that white boy.
Yeah, get that man some respect. McClung won. And then Tyler Hero won the 3-point contest.
I missed that.
He won. He beat out. I think it's his first time.
I know Buddy Hield set the record for the first thing, but see, Dame was looking for a three-peat. Couldn't nobody do no three-peats, but that white boy, he got his three-peat.
That's it. Yeah, Tyler Hero. But the game, do you think it's any good this time? Like the actual game?
Man, I'm not watching that.
Yeah, it's like some kind of tournament or something.
Yeah, to 40. I'm not watching that.
Yeah, they keep changing it every year. I don't know. It's just got corny.
I don't watch the NFL Pro Bowl. I don't watch the All-Star game. I watch All-Star Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I just wasn't able to be home to watch the skills competition and 3-point. But yeah, I'm not watching that game.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. It's not really top of my list. I'm like, do I really want to watch this? Nah, I don't. It's too much stuff. Did you ever catch Kobe? Did you finally watch it? You still ain't watch Kobe?
Oh man, I've been sick.
Man, you gonna quit saying that? Yeah,
I have been sick,
but you can still watch TV. You sick? Yeah. Matter of fact, you can watch more TV actually.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
maybe I ain't watching.
Maybe. Yeah, you should catch it. Kobe.
I watched Juju the other day. Juju, they was playing UCLA. UCLA's number one as undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
38 points, 11 rebounds, 8 block shots, and they beat them. Juju better than Caitlin Clark was in college.
Oh, don't start that mess, man. Don't even start it. What about South Carolina? They got beat, right?
They got the brakes beat off of them today.
Yeah, they got killed. That was by who they get beat by?
UConn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they got beat last week by Texas. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, Don gotta talk to him, gotta get them back. Their mind back.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with an allocation. I told you, that's more than likely that's where my daughter's gonna go to grad school. And we ain't want to go down there to be watching them lose.
Nah, they'll be back. They'll be back,
Yeah, she was like, yeah, but that's still not why I'm
right.
That's not the point, honey.
I just don't want to go see no losing team. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, come on, go somewhere else.
What a good basketball program. Oh man.
Yeah, man. They gotta get it together.
Yeah, they'll get it together, man. Shout out to Dawn Staley, who's also from Philly, who's an Eagles fan.
She didn't get to go to the game.
She didn't get to go to the game.
You know why?
Why? They were playing.
Yeah, no, she was gonna go after the game. But Trump was coming in and they restricted all the airspace. She couldn't get a flight after the game.
Yeah, it cost a lot of money to get him to the Super Bowl. You know that?
Yeah.
The only president to ever attend the Super Bowl is Donald Trump.
Yeah. So Dawn Staley didn't get to go watch. The team is at that time team had only won Super Bowl ever. And she wanted to go experience it. She couldn't go because Trump was going there.
You know she hated that. That made it worse.
Yep.
Him? Man. I mean, come on, really? But she was happy the Eagles won, though. I'm sure she was all right about it.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Yeah, I'm sure she was. She was.
It's only happened twice in history. I have to
go with that bull. There you go with that again. But anyway, still the champs. Football season's over. It felt a little weird. Sunday, no football. What's the sport to watch now on Sundays?
College basketball. When does college basketball be on Sundays?
Women's college basketball be the go-to. Men's, just certain teams I watch.
Yeah.
Carolina, Duke. Yeah. ACC.
Yeah, we know what team you should be watching.
Duke, right?
Yeah,
Whatever.
you go.
Whatever.
There you go. Now I get to laugh at you.
You do, because Carolina looks like they're not going to be in the tournament.
They actually, I'm looking like it looks like they'll make it
because of the win, the last win.
Yeah, they're favored. They got to win like 6 out of 7. Only one of those will they get whooped. That's Duke. But them other games, they're pretty much favored.
Yeah,
but you never know.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on it, put no money on it, man. This team is different.
I think they should go. I think they should.
I hope so.
I think they'll make the tournament.
I hope
they
so.
make a tournament, you would need to keep his job.
You just want him to stay there and lose. Man, get out of here. Man. Oh man, leave us on a positive note, man. Oh, nothing like that. It was on a good note.
Well, that's why I'm advocating today.
Uh-huh.
Hubert Davis gets you to the tournament. Okay. North Carolina fans, you get behind him because he got you to the tournament, and the man needs a chance. Yeah, so my positive thing is give a brother a chance.
Oh, he out of there. Even if they get beat the first round, he gone. Man, he's so gone. I'm sorry, Hubert. I really did like you as a player, but
please give the brother a chance.
You gotta go, man.
Y'all stifled him with all them old men.
You gotta go.
Now them old men is starting to leave. Give him a chance to build something. He said next year he's gonna have a general manager. He's got plans. I'm here to be positive and to advocate for this black man to keep his job.
so Duke
I
can
can't
keep winning.
believe you are standing there saying a black man needs to lose his job.
He got to go. I'm saying it. This black man who's ruining the Tar Heels has got to go immediately after this season. He's got to go.
Keep Hubert. Give Hubert free. Give Hubert free.
He gone, man. He gone. Good pod, man. I appreciate you as always, brother.
All right, man. Love you, man.
All right, love you too. Make sure you subscribe, like, do all the things. It's been another episode of Culture No Cap. Peace.
Peace.